Na, visszatértünk. Jó, majd Hansel királlyal beszélgetünk, de én most megkeresem Odrint, vagy Odort, vagy hogy hívják. Már kismillióan beszéltek róla.
Odrin!
Odrin, where are you? I'm done with this cursed place. Bloody comet, square coins.
How's service under Hensel?
See anybody complaining? And we don't like busybodies.
Odrin!
As long as they pay us, I'll sit.
Odrin, where are you? Odrin, where are you?
Valahol a táboron kívül kell lennie ennek a
Odrin,
nyajásnak.
Oh my God.
are you?
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Odrin! Odrin!
Mindenkivel beszélgettem, semmi más nem tudtam meg, csak azt, hogy megismerem, ha meglátom.
Well, it was here yesterday.
Na nézzük. Mutat bármit a mappem. Nem. Arrafele volt pár katona, hát ha. Oda nem megyünk be. Tapasztalatból. Na, ti vagytok a haverjaim. Apropó, itt vannak gyógynövények egyáltalán. Keresgélünk egy részeg bakát. Ha nem volt senki. Korabeli toj-toj. Na, van bárki, aki beszédel?
Greetings!
Pretty please.
Greetings!
Hello, damn it. Salutations.
Whoa! Didn't have anyone like you in our village. Oh, blast it.
Oké, itt nincs Odrin. Komolyan alig várom, hogy legyen keszeg. Hát elkopik a lábam. És itt esetleg?
A super... Greetings.
I smell a Temerian.
Greetings.
Whoa! Didn't have anyone like you in our village. Oh, blast it. Greetings!
Na jó, itt nincs. Ezt felgyújtottuk. Psz. Le tudok ide menni, vajon? Nem halt meg a kis gyerek? Nem. Kulcs kell. Akad erre bármi izgalmas? Hoppá, virág.
Something's brewing.
Welcome.
Greetings. How goes it, Witcher?
Semmi különös.
Hello.
Morning. Morning. Trouble. His mother comes and tells him the elder and the recruiter are coming for you. He was slaughtering pigs at the time. Between his buttocks.
He does what?
Puts a pig's
How are you?
in his hand.
Na jó, van egy
Well,
olyan
it was
rész,
here
hogy ő
yesterday.
lesz, de valamiért nem tudok ezzel haladni. Mellékküldik vannak még. Na jó, dumáljunk a királlyal.
Odrin, where are you?
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Odrin! Here, boy! Odrin!
Mindenki ugyanazt az embert keres, és senki nem találja.
Odrin! Here, boy! Odrin!
Na jó, beszéljünk a királlyal. Hogy a
Still
látnokat
looking for
mindegy.
coins.
What else am I to
Odrin,
do?
where
This
are
mist's driving
you?
me crazy.
We don't want no trouble here.
Witcher. Whoa! Didn't have anyone like
Say
you in our
something.
village.
Or did you just fart?
The peddler said this nail was the closest to her right hand.
You fool.
Relics are...
I found footprints at Sabrina's execution site. Do you know anything about that?
Why would I? You found them, not me.
Yet your boots are black from ash.
Shh. All right. What do you want to know?
Do you remember the sorceress Sabrina?
Same as all the others. Looked like a young nympho. Got an old hag inside. You want to talk about her? See that freak who burns candles?
Do you remember the sorceress Sabrina?
Same as all the others. Looked like a young nympho.
Do you remember the curse that Sabrina placed on the king?
When they set the stake on fire, she shouted something to the king. His face went red, but I couldn't hear very well. She probably foretold his syphilis. A gruesome death.
Did you see Sabrina's execution?
Sure I did. I was in the 5th company. I remember the commotion when that idiot Yahon killed her with a spear. Ah, if only I had that spear now.
You know Yahan?
Never heard of him. Where'd you get the idea that I know him?
Where is Yahan's spear now?
I don't know. Besides which, it's none of your concern. I simply won't talk about that.
So long.
We'll see in the next battle. The relic will protect me. All you'll have is the tin pan on that.
What's going on?
Stay out of it. Sabrina was a saint in her lifetime. Remember how she healed the wounded?
But now she's dead and can't help anyone.
I believe the visionary. Those who dismiss his words are doomed.
Doomed are those who take lunacy for prophecy and carcasses for holy arses.
What's this argument about?
I bought a relic to protect me from Scoia'tael arrows. They say I was ripped off.
That relic's rubbish.
Show me the relic.
What for?
I have a similar nail. Mine's rusty, but this one looks like new.
So what?
Told you. The seller ripped you off.
I'd like to talk to him.
Better hurry up, because if he's conned me, I'll chop his head off.
So long.
Beszélésünk akkor még egy kört az árussal.
Relics are...
So long.
What?
Ó. Lehet, hogy érdemes lenne először a királlyal beszélgetni, nem?
Odrin, where are you? The enemy have fed you their propaganda.
No talking to the prisoner!
But what if she's
Majd fogok.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air, scavenging around the tents like idiots.
Look what the cat dragged.
We need to talk.
What? No, hello. Good morning. Pack her up and kiss my ass. Nothing.
Hello.
Good morning, White Wolf. Will you take some tea? It's a fortifying beverage.
Some other time, maybe. Spoken to the king yet?
Indeed, he was delighted to hear he can be cut from the curse.
Great, because I need the medallion of the priest known as Crest. I heard it's in Henselt's possession.
He'll give you nothing until you free him from the curse. Truthfully, I believe I understand him. You have a good chance of perishing when you confront the Droggos.
Give me a break, Deathmold. The two of you are just afraid I'll leave this entire mess in your hands.
Ah, that is something I do not fear at all, for I know exactly why you're here. As for the king, you may curse him and scold him and call him a fool if you wish, though it's not something I would advise.
Does the name Vincent Trott sound familiar?
A traitor. He did some damage in my ranks. 1 dead and 2 still in the field hospital. If you know where he's hiding, I've some issues I'd like to discuss with him. The tools are already in the fire, but the rogue seems to have donned an invisibility cap.
I believe he has Seltkirk's armor, one of the artifacts.
My investigation's at a dead end. I know not where he is, and I'll soon need to resort to more radical methods.
Hold off a bit longer. If he escapes...
There's no way to do so. My people guard the ford, and I doubt our brave Vincent could make it past the spectres. He must be nearby.
Learn anything new about the curse?
A mage on the other side of the fog is also probing the battlefield. A sorceress.
How do you know?
You shall know them by the fruit of their spells. Magic differs with the brain type that generates it. The female mind is simply laid out differently.
It could be Triss.
No, Witcher, it's someone far more powerful.
You must know a lot about the Wild Hunt, as one of the reigning majesties among mages.
I simply cannot concern myself with folk tales about corpses flying about on intensely emaciated steeds.
The Wild Hunt's no myth. I need magic powder to mark out the runes.
Are you aware that the formula requires powdered camphor resin?
I am.
Then you must also know that the resin is extremely valuable.
Get Henselt to pay you. I need the powder to do the exorcism, reverse the prophecy, and release him from the curse.
You should have said, I'll give you as much as you need.
Thanks, on the king's behalf.
I've one more thing you might find useful.
What's that?
You asked me for protective runes. I've done better. Take this
Syphilis,
grimoire,
right?
which details many. I believe there's even one for syphilis. I've marked my recommendations.
Thanks. See you.
Azért megnézzük.
The plotters. I know where they meet.
I knew I could count on you.
Is that enough for you then?
One can tell a real man not by how he begins, but by how he finishes.
What else do you want from me?
I shall give you 4 of my men who'll be near at hand and provide backup if something goes awry. They'll stay out of sight until summoned. Bring me one of the plotters alive. I have many questions. I must know who's behind all this.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Akkor most megyünk füttyös
We'll have
vendégézni.
to sit it out like hens on their eggs.
They say only a spell will lift it.
Odrin, where
Aztán, ha
are
meghalunk,
you?
akkor megverjük a varázslót. Mit szóltok?
Well, it was here yesterday.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardian.
Well, well, a witcher. Girls, trim yourselves. How can I help you, handsome?
I'm looking for a whore.
We've got plenty of those, you'll be glad to hear. But you'll need to show me your coin before you choose one. We all have our principles.
I've got the Orans, if that's what you're wondering.
Well, these are my girls. Choose, white-haired one.
Ezek a nevek. Van pénzünk.
Are there trolls here?
Aye, there are.
And you don't mind?
What's so strange
Hova
about that?
raktam oda?
Other lands have slizzards, drowners. We have trolls.
And they don't trouble the locals?
Gotta pay for looking too.
Would you look at that?
You're no Prince Charming.
Others like my mother.
Well, well, a witcher. How can I?
I'm looking for a whore.
We've got, but you.
That's a shame. I'll have to come back later.
Well, how?
I wanted to talk.
We're no stranger.
Sounds all right.
Ask away then. What would you like to talk about?
I wouldn't mind knowing what you think of Henselt.
I'm a madam. What can I know about the king?
I seem to remember that madams and innkeepers know everything.
He used to come here to plough, to develop a camaraderie with the fighting men like, but that was just a phase. Most likely only ploughs sweet smelling ladies now. Well, how?
I'm looking for a whore.
We've got plenty of those, you'll be glad to hear.
I've got the Orans, if that's what you're wondering.
Well, these are my girls. Choose, white-haired one.
De miért nem megy? Lehet, hogy kitettem az inventoryból a pénzt. Ez van.
Make love, not war.
Vincent Trott, you're a little elusive.
Here alone. Not wise, Witcher.
We'll see about that.
I'm wearing Seltkirk's armor, you know. Pretty much renders me invincible in a duel.
Give me the chainmail and I'll forget everything. Whistling Wendy, your plot. I know about the coins.
You're Deathmole's hound. I don't trust you.
You don't need to. I just need the chainmail. Not interested in anything else.
I'm to remove it?
And hand it over.
Then you'll be on your way.
And all will be well.
Doesn't sound like my kind of story. How's this instead? I'll kill you, Take your swords and gold, and the gods will rain good fortune upon me for ridding them of a filthy mutant. Die.
Spy! Kill him!
Hagyjuk egy kicsit dolgozni az NPC-ket.
Eat shit and die!
Search the bodies. Huh. Nothing useful here. They must have been pawns. Report back to Deathmold. In the meantime, I need to talk to a writer I know.
Még mindig nincs meg a kulcs. Nézzük csak azt a szép új páncélt. Hagyjuk el a kacetot.
I'm from Stilton, in the Lavalets lands in Temeria. The runaway, eh? I'm from Van Glen.
Thought it was here yesterday.
Odrin!
Still
looking for coins! Where are
What else am I to do?
Odrin?
This mist's driving me crazy.
Odrin! Here, boy!
Egyszer csak megtalálom Odrint.
I found a letter addressed to the people of Kedwen.
A letter? So?
It's your drivel, idiot.
Where'd you get that idea?
I know you. Not to mention you had the gall to quote me.
You're not the only witcher in the world.
So, you admit it's yours?
Sure, it's mine. People have had enough of that pompous clown colluding with Nilfgaard. I decided I needed to open their eyes a little wider.
Any idea what that pompous clown's going to do when he finds out who's opening his people's eyes?
How would he find out? It could only come from you, and I assume, at least I hope, you won't rat me out.
They're going to kill you.
Nah.
Why did you poke your nose in this?
Henselt approached me to write a few panegyrics about him. You know, singing his praises. Can you imagine that? Me? Writing a political pamphlet? Who the hell does he think I am?
But that's exactly what this letter is.
Possibly. But it's for a good cause. Henselt's a prick.
Ez egy idióta. De már megszoktuk, hogy mindig szörbe keveredik.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air. Spoiled my day.
I found Trot and a few other enthusiasts of the square coins.
Did you learn who leads them?
No.
Any survivors?
No.
Oh, you might at least have spared Trot. I'm sure he had secrets.
Any reward for the conspirators?
Indeed. A nice round sum per head.
I don't want any gold for this.
Why not?
You wouldn't understand.
Aye? Piss off.
Jó, Odrint nem találjuk meg.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
I've had about enough.
A Knight of the Flaming Rose, here?
Geralt of Rivia. Now I recognize you. Terrorist. Killer of Siegfried of Denel. Murderer of Jacques de Aldersberg. I've long waited for this chance. Defend yourself!
Na? Akar még valaki valamit balhézni?
Camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses.
Odrin, where are you? Odrin!
Hát ezt hallgathatom, mivel a küldetést elbuktuk.
Odrin!
Well, it was here yesterday.
Map. Ott van valahol egy beút, ha jól látom. Fura erőhelyet jelzett pedig.
For Sabrina, who died on the pyre! Help us! Thanks for your help, Witcher. We were in a tight spot there. The rotfiends are multiplying like rabbits. We were on our way to see the visionary, bearing gifts and all. But I'll be damned if I'll take one more step that way. Wouldn't be on your way to see him, would you? If you are, give him this coin for us. Do what you will.
Medallion's telling me something.
Ooh. Majd erre is szétnézünk mindjárt. Keressük meg a látnokot első körben.
Quick! You'll be safe here! Over here, inside the candles. Quick! You'll be safe here.
Aha, próbálnék.
Over here, inside the candles.
Quick! You'll be safe here. Over here, inside the candles. Quick! You'll be safe here. We're safe here. I awaited them. They were to come bearing gifts. I heard their cries. Guess they were attacked. If they're not here, they must be dead.
No, they're alive. They didn't want to risk it anymore, went back to camp. They asked me to give you this coin. For candles?
This is but half. Why, I'll not do more than braid some wicks for this. What do you want from me? I'll not believe you came here by chance.
Yeah, you're right. I need to learn some things, and few are willing to talk. Sabrina Glevisig's story, that's what interests me most.
Listen, I'll not speak with you until I get my coin. Pure and simple. Though I do provide charitable help to the faithful, if you were to become one of them.
Belefér.
Wonderful! That's about right. So tell me, what's in your mind?
You must know a lot about Sabrina Glevisig's death.
Sabrina the Martyr left the world of the living to protect us all.
Did you hear about the curse Sabrina cast on the king?
Of course. A well-deserved punishment, a ghostly spell from her crimson lips. The king concocted a cruel fate for the sorceress, humiliated her, made her suffer the flames. Bound to a wheel and placed on the stake, she suffered in a way unimaginable to ordinary humans. But when the flame reached her maiden waist, not a single cry could be heard, only words foretelling King Hensel's imminent demise. Let a shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a braid of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales, turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate thousand-year-old rules, prompting a just punishment. Sabrina suffered so badly that a merciful soldier ended her torment, thrusting his spear into her aching heart.
Any chance of finding that spear?
It was so long ago, Witcher. But I believe the spear went to another soldier. The bugger sells relics from Our Lady by the Camp Inn.
I know who you mean. Why the candles? What's the difference between Sabrina and other mages burned at the stake?
Others were strong in life. Her power bloomed when death wrapped its steely arms around her. She took the soldier who ended her suffering under her kind care. He never had to fear walking alone in the dark again. Have you seen the area? It's full of beasts and monstrosities. Jahan, the merciful soldier, has walked in the blaze of our power ever since. No creature born of darkness can get close to him.
Now, back to some other matters. The valley's been engulfed by a battle of specters. Know anything about it?
It's a place of horror. You can still hear the sound of steel and the cries of the dying. If you want to soothe their pain, you have to believe that Sabrina is watching over you benevolently.
I won't achieve anything without some memory tokens. Magically active conduits left by those who fell in battle. They're supposed to symbolize faith, courage, hatred, and death.
Faith? I don't know what those soldiers believed, but their faith didn't help them. They were deceived. Courage, hatred, and death? There was too much of all of them, especially death. But I remember a knight who, ignoring the danger, led a handful of soldiers against overwhelming enemy forces. Seltkirk of Gullet, Demaven's champion. When Vandergrift's cohort cut him off from the rest of the army, he attacked the visitor fearlessly. If you're looking for a symbol of courage, find Seltkirk's armor.
Who are you?
Our descendants will decide who we were when they see what we've left behind.
Who were you before?
What does it matter? Let the sins of youth fade into oblivion. Look at the candlelight. Feel it, and you'll hear what it has to say to you.
I can't hear a thing.
Then you're not ready. But your time will come. You will then hear and understand. Trust me.
Is Jahan still around?
Jahan is dead. He didn't deserve to bask in the glory of the lady.
So Sabrina's mercy has limits.
You don't know what you're talking about, Witcher.
Tell me again what you...
What exact...
Jó, ez meg volt már.
Now, back to some other matters. Why do you need so many candles? Why not build a campfire?
This is Sabrina's flame. Its light protects us and guides us soldiers every step.
Did you rob a convoy of wax sellers?
I make the candles myself. I give them to anyone looking for protection within the flame of courage.
So long.
Hát itt csak a Látnok jegyzetei voltak. Pupika?
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Ott tartottam, hogy békésen elutolgatunk. Hát, nem kicsi egy terület ismételten. Ott is van egy fogadó.
Not another fucking stone.
Hello, Ghost! Mi újság? Akkor te vagy az egyetlen néző, ha jól sejtem. És mi finomat főztél? Egy kis algúlvelős tojást? Esetleg?
Relics.
I know you have the spear Jahan used to pierce Sabrina's heart.
I told you about that, and I thought the old freak was trying to forget the sins of his past.
You know Jahan well?
He despises me now, but things used to be different. We were called up at the same time. We fought under Hensel together. But I managed somehow, while he hated it. Why did they send him to that ferocious battle? He was the worst dumbass in the entire army, but he outlived the best soldiers. Covered in shit, piss, snot and tears, and still he survived. He cracked when they burned Sabrina. A beautiful end to a fucking beautiful day. Then he went to the dogs. He pissed away all he had on drink. I was the fool who followed him and brought everything he pawned around the inns. That's how I got the spear.
I need that spear.
Tough luck, Witcher. I last saw it a few years back.
What happened to it?
Look how similar we are. You want knowledge, I want coin, and we both need help to get what we want.
How much?
What are your customary takings on a contract? I'll gladly accept but 1/2 of that.
Tell me about her.
After all, business is going well. You see, when Johann lost his head for Sabrina, I bought the spear from the innkeeper. The donkey's ass pawned it in the inn. He drank like a fish. By then, Johann had already hidden in the hills where no one dares to venture. Some call him the visionary, but in my book, he's just a nutter. Beats me why the beasts don't attack him. A fisherman who supplies the canteen said that some monsters hate the smell of fish oil. Johann makes candles out of it.
What did you do with the spear?
Sorry to say I lost it in a dice game. Shame, because today it'd fetch a good price. I lost the spear to a soldier who later fought the squirrels in the forests of the Pontar Valley. He told me he'd used it to kill some Scoia'tael big shot. I heard the shaft cracked as if there'd been some fucking jousting tournament. The most interesting thing is that big shot is still alive. I heard he's now with that vixen from Edern. Some frigging commander. Elves are weird creatures. Who knows, maybe he still has that spearhead.
Yorvith.
You know him.
I'll tell you for 100 orens.
Bah!
Szóval nyuszileves, meg zöldségekkel töltött cukkini. Címet is dobhatod, hogy hova mehetünk enni.
So long.
What? I'm a bit scared of going against it.
The enemy have fed you their propaganda.
Menjünk szkanderozzunk egyet. Mit
What
szóltok?
if she's truly an anointed there?
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin. Need some help, Monster Slayer?
I want to talk, dog of war.
I've heard much about you, Witcher. Greetings.
Greetings, Captain. Were you here 3 years ago during the last battle for Vergen?
Bradley's blue banner was. They were decimated by mages. The survivors enlisted with us. They weren't eager to talk about it, and we didn't press them.
No lack of work for your kind.
Mercenary might just be the surest profession these days. Sign of the times.
I heard you gained fame during the wars with Nilfgaard.
Our fees have doubled since the Battle of Brenna. As it turns out, it was worth risking our necks.
I wouldn't mind learning some details about Brenna from someone who played first fiddle there.
Constable Natalis commanded the Nordlings. The Nilfgaardians mounted a vicious attack. And if not for us and the Dun Banner, the collected armies of the North probably would have shattered into bits. Luckily, we showed up at the right time, withstood the assault and came out victorious. We earned every last copper we were paid. 50,000 Nilfgaardians shattered their teeth trying to bite at us. Menno Cohorn, their commander-in-chief, chose death over humiliation.
Szóval
Like
megértek
in every
a...
battle, it was a question of timing, taking advantage of the foe's missteps, and a bit of luck.
Szóval megjött a kedved egy kis projekt zombaidhoz.
Must be fatiguing fighting all the time.
I took a little time off recently, something along the lines of a honeymoon. But I like my craft, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
I knew one of your kind once. Woman by the name of Rayla.
Killed by an elf's treacherous arrow.
Ez nem
She
egész
made a
így volt.
mistake. Let her emotions take control. This profession requires cold calculation.
Végül is félig meddig igaz, mert egy tünde nyírta ki, de utána a lángoló rózsagyrendjének a főnöke csinált belőle egy zombit.
Is Henselt paying you to wait?
Curiosity itching you, Witcher. Not the best trait to have in wartime.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Deathmole's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. On your advice, as I heard it. We're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the wraiths.
Jó.
Since you're already watching it, pay attention to the size of the cloud. I need to know if it's expanding.
Well...
How fast?
It's almost imperceptible, but it's constant. A foot, perhaps 2 a day. What does that mean?
Means I have to hurry. How many mercenaries you got watching the fog?
I've got them spread out in small groups around campfires. And how many we number? Well, that's my concern alone.
Kroni mindig meghozza a kedvet.
Let's talk arm wrestling.
Go on.
Bartholomew Bargy sends his regards.
Bart Bargy. I remember him. Strong for a peasant.
For a peasant. They say you're the strongest arm around here.
You wouldn't be talking to me otherwise.
How's that?
During the Battle of Brenna, I got into a knife fight with an Nilfgaardian commander. That's to say, he had the knife and I had my bare hands. I grabbed him by the wrist, but the blade kept coming towards my throat. He was strong, but lacked stamina. When I felt him weaken, I twisted his arm around and slit his throat. I've worked on my hands, wrists, and arms since then. They all come in handy in my profession.
Wanna wrestle me?
To challenge Adam Pangret for the championship, you've got to beat the best contenders. You've defeated them all, so we can wrestle. Whenever you're ready.
Az alapjátékban modok nélkül kíváncsi vagyok, mennyire kivitelezhető a nomád stílus utólélés. Hát figyelj, egy próbát megér igazából, mert más játékban kivitelezhető.
As you're a witcher and I'm a mercenary, neither of us should wrestle for free.
I'm ready.
Lucky that Nilfgaardian at Brenna wasn't as strong as you. Or Adam Pangret would be a heap of white bones right now.
Lucky for you, we were only playing for coin.
I venture to say there's only one man who stands a chance against you. Numa.
Numa? What kind of name is that?
He's a circus artist. The mighty Numa, they call him. Apparently grips like a vice. But word has it he cheats.
How?
Performance-enhancing potions. The undetectable kind.
I'll be sure to seek him out someday.
You'd know best if he's using his muscles or alchemy. The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin.
Apropó, kaptunk képességpontot.
Where are these coins from, if there wasn't a single one when they were pitching camp? I smell a rat.
Ja, hülye vagyok egyébként. Nem adjuk el a páncélokat. Egyelőre.
Spoiled my day.
I think I know how to free the king from his curse.
Well then, let's get to work.
Can't do anything until I have the spear the soldier stabbed Sabrina with. Problem is, it's in the hands of a Scoia'tael commander named Iorveth.
I know this Iorveth. Are you certain this is the spear?
Mm-hmm. I last saw him back in Flotsam.
Iorveth is in Vergen, Witcher. Along with most of the Scoia'tael from the area, they've joined that peasant girl's insurgency.
Iorveth part of a peasant uprising? It doesn't make sense.
There's only one way to confirm or disprove it. You must cross to the other side of the mist. What of the other artifacts? Do you know them all now?
Not yet.
In that case, you must wait until you've learned everything before crossing. It's a dangerous voyage, not one to attempt twice, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd say. See you.
Jó. Csak kényszerít.
I've got to get through the...
I shall supply the white flag when you set out as our emissary. The lass is reputedly honorable. She'll welcome you, invite you to a feast, and with a bit of luck you may even plow her.
You're sick, Deathmold.
They say she's very pretty. Peasant girls not to your liking?
Not your concern.
In case the elves lack an understanding of diplomatic symbolism, please also take this armor. With His Majesty's blessing, I might add.
A king's concern can be boundless when his life depends on that of another.
I spent some time working on this recently. This little marvel will guide you through the fog and provide a measure of protection from the specters.
Thanks. See you.
Na nézzük, mit rakott a puttyunkba. Szeretjük. Majd rajzolhatok, tök jó. Hiába epikus, ha jobb a mostani csizmám. Na jó. Az fa.
Good to see you, you old rogue.
Why the long face, Sultan?
Everything's fucked.
The only sight worse than a sad dwarf is the sight of a very sad dwarf.
I don't suppose you have any vodka?
I see things are worse than I thought.
I feel like a monkey in a cage. Those pricks act as if they've never seen a dwarf before.
If you need a change of climate, come with me. I'm on my way to Vergen.
You say that as if you're going to the brothel round the corner. Forgetting about the spectres?
I may have amnesia, but I remember the curse.
Well, all I get around here is non-human midget and the like. And I've dwarven brethren on that side. Sure as shit, I'll take Saskia over that prick Hensel too. You really willing to help me cross?
Of course.
You know, Geralt, I have a feeling that Vergen's where I should be.
I get you. Let's go.
How do you plan to get through the fog? Thought it was suicide to venture into it.
Deathmold gave me a protective amulet.
Throw it out! I wouldn't touch anything belonging to that dick.
The magical potential of the talisman will cause a local interference in the astral projection, creating disharmony where the two dimensions of reality meet.
Meaning?
The mist should part to let us pass.
You should have put it like that to begin with, instead of all that crap about astral bodies. I'll go with you.
Igen, az RPG játékok rákfenéje. Ezzel mélyen egyetértek. Viszont, drága törp barátom, kockázni akarok majd, ha visszajöttünk.
The plague.
I can't wait to have some proper ale instead of that piss water the drinking the kid Winnie camp. Thanks again, Geralt.
Na azért itt nyomunk egy F5-öt. Nem bízunk a varázslóban.
I see the path. The amulet is guiding us.
You sure?
How many more can there be?
Lehet, hogy nem jó oldalon próbálok átjutni. Így folytatom az összes, aki már jelen a környéken. Jó lenne, ha tudnám, hogy merre megyünk át. Zoli, hol maradsz? Lehet, hogy kellett volna egy kis kísértetleni olaj a pengére? Aha! Ezzel kedvenc törpömet csak nem hagyjuk meghalni. Tudod, mi hiányzik? A rendes igni. Mikor csapatba lehetett ezeket ütögetni. Szerintem veszett rossz oldalon próbálok átjutni.
more can there be?
Na, Zoli? Komolyan egyedül megvívom az egész háborút. Na menjünk innen most, mert tényleg, Zoli. Majd utolérsz. Valaki nézze már az alsó sarokba, hogy ezért egyáltalán kapok XP-t? Vagy ez csak ilyen buli? Brandus jól érezze magát.
Take that.
Never again. Fucking fog.
Look at it this way. You'll be able to brag about seeing the ghostly fog from the inside for the rest of your life.
I'd rather brag about how I plowed 3 wenches at once in my youth. Kill him! Edon! Stop! You're making a mistake!
A mistake? Interesting. There's a war on. Don't know if you've noticed. And wars are won by killing foes. Or do I have it all wrong?
The Witcher's a messenger. On his way to see Saskia.
Not your typical messenger.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but we had to pass through an atypical fog in which your typical messenger would have shit just before he...
Enough! We'll not let you inside Vergen. But you can deliver your message to the commander of the watch. He's stationed by the town gates.
Plowing typical elf. Come on, Geralt.
Why, it's Geralt of Rivia and Zoltan Chive. Pinch me, burden, for I believe I've dozed off while in duty.
Could be an illusion, eh? Or some spectres from the battlefield have lost their way. Maybe we ought to tickle them with an axe, just to be sure.
I'm afraid there's no mage out there who can conjure up the Witcher's mug, nor the aroma of Zoltan's beer-soaked beard.
Yarpin Zigrin!
Jaj.
Lice eat me if I'm not delighted to see that horrid mug of yours.
This lad here's scaling burden. Geralt, what are you doing standing there as if you've swallowed a halberd? Got a hug for an old mate?
Greetings. Triss has told me a lot about you.
Wee Marigold? Ha! How is the lass? Let me tell you, Scalen, This here Witcher's the very embodiment of chivalry. All the Seltkirks of the world can't hold a candle to him. And you know why?
No, but I got a feeling we're about to find out.
Me? A knight? I'd sooner call Zoltan a show dancer.
Well then, listen everyone. At the time, we were escorting Caedweny army convoys through the Sherwood Forest. Aye, we served Henselt once, though all was for coin. Anyways, the Witcher was on the road as well, with Triss and Ciri, heading south. The lass, I tell you, was a demoness incarnate. Pure pepper on her feet, and healthy as a horse. But the sorceress fell ill. Some terrible pestilence held her, gave her the runs. That woman needed to go every 5 minutes. Never seen anything like it. And I've had my share of gut rumblings. This one time, I roasted an old ailing gerbil and...
Oi! You promised us a chivalrous tale.
And I'm delivering it, lad. In any case, the Witcher would carry her into the bushes time after time. He treated and cared for her, cleaned her, bathed her.
Sounds normal to me. A man looking after his woman. It's too much to call it chivalrous, yarpin.
Ah, wrong. Triss weren't his woman. Not his wife nor lover. She was sick and in need of aid. And he was on a secret mission. Might have left her in some city, might have gone off on his own, but he didn't. Know why? Because he's got a heart of gold. He truly cares. A lad like you, Scalen, don't know that being a knight's not just about thrashing around in full plate, a long sword in hand. It's not just about fighting duels and winning tournaments.
I missed hearing your bullshit, Zigrin.
I don't believe anyone else has tried to tell me that story.
How is the wee Marigold, anyway?
Not great. The Kingslayer kidnapped her.
Oh, damn the dogs. That's downright terrible.
I suppose it's no coincidence you're here.
Na, egy gyors kitérő gondolatba, tehát amikor előadta, hogy Zoltán előbb táncos tünde, mármint törp, mint ő lovag, a Nilfgaardi háborúban Riviánál egy hidat védenek, még odaérnek a ríviai seregek, és Mévének ez annyira tetszik, hogy lovaggá üti. Tehát ő ténylegesen megkapja azt, hogy Riviai Geralt lovag, és ez is a neve hivatalosan is, nem csak felvett, mint a könyvek elején. Mert Yennefer a szerelme, nem Triss. Az addig oké, de ha már játék és én választhatok, én a Triszt vinném, nem kéne mérgező párkapcsolatot példának állítani. Na jó.
Triss could be somewhere in this area.
The plague. I've not seen her 5 years, must be. Since that day they proclaimed you dead. Last saw her in Rivia, in any case.
From what I've been able to establish, the Kingslayer forced her to teleport the two of them to this area, and she's not on the other side of the fog.
What did this Kingslayer look like?
A huge, bald witcher. Wears a medallion with a snake on it.
Sorry, Geralt. Doesn't even ring the tiniest bell, any of that.
I might know something. This drunk in Vergen claims he saw a redhead fall from the sky somewhere among the ravines. And then he said the sorceress Philippa Eilhart came around looking for this woman.
Shriveled old minx.
She sent her servant and some peasants to the ravines after her. But they came back empty-handed. Now Philippa's servant maid's gone, leaving the sorceress angry as a wasp. She even turned one of the plebs into a pig. I spoke to one of those peasants. He claims the lass was no servant, but a Nilfgaardian agent. And she apparently found something in those ravines. Maybe it was Triss. And maybe it was that witcher. Madame Eilhart, or the old minx as Yarpen calls her. Knows she's been duped and can't forgive herself for it.
Did the woman flee south, deeper into Odrin?
Fucking hell! She came out the main gate not more than an hour ago, headed straight for the fog. Thought she might be out to do some magic probing or whatnot.
She knew a bit of magic. She might have crossed.
I guess I need to visit Shillard when I get back. Any idea where I might find the Dun banner?
Try the Netherworld. The whole unit was cut down during the battle 3 years ago.
I meant the unit's standard, which symbolizes death.
Ah, that makes it a lot easier. We buried it with the remains of the Kedwenis.
Where?
Just outside Vergen. I'll mark it on your map, as the road could get confusing. Strange things are afoot in those crypts, Witcher. Kedweni ghosts scaring off our folk. That would be normal since they were invaders. But one's some kind of amateur historian, asking all that venture there about the battle and the Dun Banner.
I'll look into it. Thanks. I have to see Saskia.
To what end?
To dispel the mist of wraiths, I need a few magic artifacts.
What's Saskia got to do with that?
Her sword is one of those items.
And what do you suggest I do? Yorvith and Saskia banned us from letting strangers in, and here are two old mates come over from the other side who want just that. A lose-lose situation if ever I've seen one.
That ought to be easy to get around.
Cow pies ought to be easy to get around, yet we don't always succeed.
I'm staying here, Yarpen. I want to join you, enlist. Will you have me in the Dwarven Brigade?
Will I have you, Chiefy? Will I plough and have you? Why, I'll make you fucking commander, you cocksucker! Problem solved. Scalen, you're my witness. Zoltan's no longer a stranger.
Aha.
All right. Now I'll introduce you to Saskia, and you can try to clarify the story with a sword for her. Or whatnot.
Don't you fret about the sword, Geralt. I promise to ascend to the fucking heights of oratory. Be soft as a mink, cautious as a novice strumpet. I'll get you that blade if I have to shave my beard off.
All right, then. See that, Scalen? We were headed for a tragedy.
Now we're headed for a comedy.
Ah, youth these days, lacking hope and heart. You know what Zoltan and I saw at Brenna, lad? To us, there's no such thing as the impossible.
Egyébként Ghost, most őszintén, tehát végig gondolod a könyvek sztoriait, meg a filmeket, meg mindent. Mi a fészkes fetét eszik Yeneferen a dzsines mágián kívül? Mert igazándiból kapcaronynak használja. Akkor már inkább viszek egy olyan varázslónőt, aki tisztel. Na.
It's nice to talk to you all, but we've got things to do.
Ah, that's life. Open the gate. I've got to fetch me a certain sword.
Wait a minute. If by some miracle you obtain that cursed blade, I'd advise you not to parade it out the main gate past the squirrels.
Got another solution?
There's another passage. I'll mark it in the Witcher's map and show you myself. Sound all right to you?
It does. In the meantime, I'll look around for that flag.
Prime, I'd say.
Off we go, then.
No.
That one. Hello.
Hello. Van errefelé bármi izgalmas Brandus számára? Egy-két ládikó. Árus kéne. Van itt egy kocsma.
Hello.
Árusok úgy látom lesznek. Na jó. Várakozzunk reggelig egyet, mit szóltok.
I'll say it again. Let's hear it. See, when they're to marry, they become terribly picky.
No.
Have to check everything.
Thought we had a basilisk in the basement. Turns out it was just
At your
a
service.
wife.
Greetings.
You. A dwarf wench. That would be something.
Oh, another traveller. From where? Wait, let me guess.
From Temeria.
Had it at the tip of my tongue. So, What brings you to Bergen? Wait, I know.
Business.
Just what I thought. And you're...
A witcher.
Well, well. We don't often see witches here. What do witches do anyway?
We solve problems.
Oh, I have a problem with my boyfriend.
Did you find his entrails strewn on the porch and his head a few paces away? Because those are the kind of problems I solve.
Amúgy igen, tehát Yennefer egy öntelt ribi, aki arra használja a mágiáját, hogy neki jó legyen, meg hogy megint szülhessen. De ez a te véleményed, hát Ghost, ezzel én is egyetértek, tehát egy öntelt beképzeld, hadd nem mondjam micsoda, most végig gondolva, tehát állandóan mindenféle mágisokkal félrekufircol, meg el van így magának, mint a befőtt, miközben ez a szerencsétlen lohol utána a könyvbe. A első könyv végén van is egy olyan, hogy a strigáért kapott pénzből égköveket vásárol, amit Nenekén keresztül akar odaadni a Yennefernek a kezelésekre, hogy gyereke lehessen Yennefernek, és Neneke megmondja, hogy nem hajlandó odaadni, mert hogy a Yennefer kb. Körbe röhögné, mert annyira kevés ez a pénz. De ez a hülye meg az életét kockáztatta, tehát fajsúlyozzunk. Egyébként Croninak van egy megoldása erre, Croni szerint szubmisszív, és azért rohan a Yennefer után. Adjunk el egy halomkacatot. Isten, nagyon tele vagyunk. Oké.
it's really haunted.
Thought we had a basilisk in the basement. Turns out it was just my wife getting cold. Greetings!
Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
How do you see it? Do the gods favor...
Damnation!
How are you?
Tök jó. Egy kis házikó. Itt a szembe. Tudnék, nem mindig lehet növényt gyűjtögetni. Hát itt meg. Jó. Na nézzünk még itt szét. Lehet, hogy nem ártan egy macskát meginni.
Take that.
Termékeny dupla akarok nyomni, és benyomom helyette a kettest, és elrakom a kardot. Egyre több könyvünk van. Milyen cicát sajnálsz? Nem bántottam cicát, kikérem magamnak. Ups. Imádom ezeket a kis apró szövegeket, túl öreg vagyok én már ehhez. Édes drága csillagom, azt tudjuk, hogy Geralt már nem fiatal. Szóval jócskán 100 körül lehet. Te milyen szent szaj vagy?
Zoltan, you were supposed to bring the sword.
I failed, Geralt.
That was not the best idea, Witcher. Dwarves are poor liars in general, and that's especially true of this one.
You know everything you need to know?
Yes. You need the weapon to lift the curse from Henselt and free the souls of the fallen.
Milady, I know you're at war with Henselt, but the curse threatens Vergen as well. It's a field of uncontrollable magic energy.
No need to exert yourself. I know this. The sword shall be yours.
Just like that?
Yes. I'm glad to help and thank you on behalf of the Vergenes, the souls of whose loved ones will finally be granted the peace they have so long deserved.
Milady.
I am no lady. My name is Saskia.
Saskia, I'll need some time to lift the curse, enough for you to fall back. The Scoia'tael and peasants can't hope to defeat a professional army in open battle. Withdraw deeper into Odrin.
You underestimate them.
Looking to be another Ellerin? Do you want them to die with your name on their lips? You know that's what'll happen if there's a fight. The fighters will die quick deaths, but then Henselt's men will enter the town. They'll spare no one. They'll kill the men, rape the women, turn the beautiful ones into slaves, and torture the rest to death.
I have seen conquered cities and know the risks. Why do you aid Henselt? Why do you risk your life to lift this curse?
I have my own agenda. A certain seer foretold that in lifting the curse, I'd recover my memory. I'm certainly not Henselt's devoted follower.
In that case, join my forces.
I can't. I have certain obligations on the other side. Friends who remained in Henselt's camp. Friends I can't leave behind.
I too have obligations that prevent me from fleeing or withdrawing. I cannot disappoint all those who place their trust in me. Go where you must and hope your obligations don't drive you to fight me.
I'm no soldier, Saskia. You can be sure of that.
Time will tell. Farewell, Witcher, and look after your friends. Henselt is a true rogue.
See ya, you old prick! Don't let them kidwinize you and don't get killed.
That goes for you too, Zoltan. Farewell to you both.
Saskia, I forgot one wee thing. Geralt wishes to meet with Yorvith. He's got dealings with the elf.
I need the head of the spear used to finish off Sabrina as she uttered the curse. Yorvith had it when we ran into each other in Flotsam.
He lost it playing dice. Scalen now has the spearhead. The young Burden is a gambler, an addict. And perhaps Vergen's top sharp. You should speak to him.
Yorvith put that spearhead up as a bet?
When it comes to getting folk to sit down to a game of poker, Scalen can be convincing. His pack is bulging with treasures. You'd be surprised. All won at dice.
I won't need convincing. We'll see how he does against me. Farewell to you both.
Imádom egyébként Zoltánt. A másik kommenthez pedig annyit, hogy ismered a viccet, senki sem tudja, hogy meddig él egy Witcher, mivel nem érik meg az öregkort. Apropó, kaptunk egy könyvet. Szarügy. Zoltán az én kedvenc törpöm. Megint egy rakat tünde. És értem, miért keresem az erőhelyet, igazándiból úgyis megyek kockázni.
I heard you have the head of Yorvith.
I do indeed.
I could use that spearhead.
Not a chance in hell. It's my trophy. Won it off the greatest killer among elves. In certain circles, that makes me a hero.
What were you playing?
Dice poker.
I've rolled a few dice in my time.
Do I hear a challenge? I trust you'll not ask me for a handicap. Though I must warn you, I aim to be merciless. Curse or no curse.
Let's begin.
You play like a true sharp. Almost like a cheat. But, true to my word, the spearhead's yours.
Thanks, Galen. I heard you have a few more interesting trinkets I could win off you.
I could find something.
Let's see what else I can
Be my guest. Ha! I win! Hello.
Okay. Jó, azt hiszem most ezt itt lementjük. És legközelebb folytatjuk. Mindenkinek kellemes jó éjszakát kívánok. És legyetek jó kis szobatiszták. Twitteren, meg mit tudom én, hol majd még kirakjuk. Illetve, hogyha bekövetitek normálisan és kértek értesítőt, akkor itt is lehet fogjátok, hogy mikor melyikünk érkezik. Legyetek jó éjt!